Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making spaghetti and meatballs. And I'm going to throw in some sausage for my husband. And I'm going to use the Instapot to do this so that I can use the pressure cooker setting and get it done quick. So to make my meatballs and sausage really quick, I'm going to use the Instapot. I've got my pot all warmed up on saute. Get some meatballs made after I get the sausage browned a little bit. And I'm gonna, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we don't need 8 sausages for 2 people. Looking good? So now let's get started with the meatballs. Fresh from the garden. I don't feel like mincing garlic today. This is what I'm doing. This is why I have that in the cupboard. Some days I'm fine with mixing garlic. Today, I'm not. Same thing with the onions. I don't feel like mincing, chopping. My daughter tells me she's allergic to onions anyways. Okay, so we're going to put a little salt in there at the same time to get this going. Because this is going to go into the Instapot because I'm getting a very late start on my meatballs and sausage. I usually do this in the morning. A couple of these hot dog potato buns, and you put a little milk on them and that soaks them, and the protein added with the protein in the meat, it makes the meatballs tender. And I'm using up my milk. There. Now I can put my other milk in the fridge. So while this is soaking, my Instapot is done sauteing the sausage. I'm going to decide if this is enough. Is shave up some Parmesan cheese after I wash my hands. Block of Parmigiano Reggiano, which I'm not probably saying that the way Italians say it, but got my, what is it? It's just about a pound, maybe a little bit more. Hamburger, this is the, what is this? Oh, this is the 90-10. The 80-20 and 85-15 just didn't look so good to me today. I don't know. Oh, you know what I need? I need an egg. These were on sale. Until I get my own chickens, I have to get these. And then I'll rinse this really good and then wash it up nicely and put it in with my worms. I have a worm farm. And I'm not even gonna saute them the way I usually do. I'm just gonna make them and plop them in there. I've got 2 more sausages sauteing. So while that's happening, I'll make these into balls. And then I'll get them into the bottom with a little bit more of olive oil. And then one of the jars of sauce that I made last October, it's not flavored. Some of them have just a little bit of basil in them. So I am, just like I use the minced onions in the jar, I'm going to use a jar of ragu today because it was on sale and I might not even have to open up one of my jars. I want to supplement without having to try to up the flavor in the tomato sauce. It's already got the flavor in it. These are homemade. I was going to buy frozen meatballs, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I just don't know a good kind, and it's not that hard to make meatballs, so I figured just get it done. And look, I've got, with 1 pound, I've got 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 meatballs. So not bad for a pound of hamburger. Let me wash my hands. I'm just going to put a little bit more olive oil in there. Now here's the trick, and I'm going to try it today. I've never done this. I'm shaving some Parmesan to go on top of this. It's still on saute, but what I'm going to do is put this on pressure cook, and I'm going to pressure cook this for 20 minutes and see how that turns out. I'm going to take the bottom of the jar, I'm going to put that on there just so that I get the bottom of the jar cleaned out and I get a little more in there. And then I'm going to pop some of this rosemary that I got from my garden on top. Got quite the mess going on here, but I'm going to change this. First, let's put the cover on. Pressure cook, and it's on for 20 minutes. It's nice and tight, so I'm going to let that go and clean up my mess. It's very, very soapy. Alright, just going to get a ladle. Already put my Parmesan cheese on top of it, but because I love Parmesan cheese so much, I'm gonna put more on. Gave myself a restaurant style portion, which I may or may not eat, but I didn't eat lunch today, so it's all good. That's it, spaghetti and meatballs.